Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for a new Clean With Me video. I'm actually going to be easing into my spring cleaning today, so there's going to be a ton of routine cleaning and deep cleaning motivation for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you're ready for spring and all of the spring cleaning motivation that comes along with it. The weather here has been very hot and cold, literally. One day it's 31 and freezing, the next it's 70 with a beautiful spring breeze. I feel like that typically happens for us starting in around March, and by the end of April, it starts to get a little more consistent. Is the weather so back and forth where you live, or has spring already fully set in for you? Anyway, this day was a beautiful breezy day, and that put me in the mood to start on my spring cleaning. Last year, I was task-focused with my spring cleaning, but this year I've decided to work room by room, starting in the back of our house, our family room, and moving forward from there. The family room is definitely where we spend most of our time, so it's usually always a complete disaster. So I did need to do some tidying up before I could get into more deep cleaning tasks. But once I get all of that tidying up out of the way, I'll start in on the deep cleaning, working top to bottom to be as efficient as possible. So I'll start with the ceiling fan and work my way down to the carpets. This just felt like the most appealing way to tackle my spring cleaning this year, but I'm curious to know, how do you go about it in your house? I think it's so interesting to know that we all share the same overall goal, but we don't all achieve it in the same way. It's a pretty cool representation of individualism within community. But anyway, do you work room by room cleaning everything, or are you more task focused where you work on one thing at a time, like cleaning all of the ceiling fans on one day, the baseboards the next, that sort of thing? For me, I feel like I flip-flop back and forth just depending on how I'm feeling and where my motivation lies with each new season. But this year, I'm definitely feeling more motivated to go room by room and letting everything kind of flow that way. To clean my ceiling fan, I'm first dusting it with my eCloth dusting glove. I love this thing. It works really well not only getting the dust off of the surface, but also trapping it on the fibers of the glove, which makes this not so pleasant task a bit easier on my lungs and allergies. Once all of that dust is gone, I'll wipe the fan down with some disinfectant spray and then continue cleaning the other surfaces in the room and disinfecting all of my children's toys. This was very tedious and time-consuming, so you'll notice I have my earbuds in to help pass time. I was listening to a couple of Skillshare courses, and if you're unfamiliar with Skillshare, it's an online learning community for creative and curious people to explore thousands of online classes relating to your individual creative interests and ambitions. I've been fully taking advantage of the background audio option, which allows me to complete courses and learn new skills in more of a podcast format rather than having to sit in front of a screen. I've been a member of Skillshare for a few years now and initially signed up for the YouTube support courses. I actually learned how to edit my videos and make thumbnails all through Skillshare, but recently I've been on more of a self-discovery journey and have been taking courses centered around self-reflection, mindset, and life management skills. I've been very outspoken in the past about how I struggle with sometimes debilitating depression and anxiety, and I have especially been struggling with both of these issues lately, and so I've been actively seeking out new ways to cope and function through it. I found a Skillshare course by Michelle B. called Designing the Life You Want: 4 Exercises for Clarity and Motivation. This is the course I was listening to on this day, and I found it to be an incredibly emotional and also empowering experience. Michelle takes you through 4 exercises, including creating your anti-vision, a way to 80-20 your life, creating your values, and a perfect day exercise in an effort to spark introspection and self-motivation. I especially enjoyed the creating your anti-vision step, an original idea of Michelle's where you brainstorm who you don't want to be and what you don't want your life to look like. It felt kind of like inverted manifesting, and Michelle did warn that this exercise can be very emotional, and that was definitely true for me. She was very specific in how to approach this exercise and the purpose behind it, and so I followed that blueprint and found myself making very vulnerable statements, like, in 5 years' time, my relationships with my children are superficial and meaningless because I have been too emotionally unavailable at critical times in their development, or in 5 years' time, I am bedridden and nearly catatonic because my triggers have compounded and completely overwhelmed me. These are very real, deeply rooted fears of mine that are not only possible, but they're probable if I don't take the necessary steps to properly manage my mental health. At times, it can feel excruciating to carry on as if everything is normal, and that has definitely been my experience lately. So I found this exercise to be incredibly helpful in finding an internal motivation to keep going and push through the worst of it. Anyway, I'm sorry to get so deep, but I felt like this course was very powerful, definitely mindset changing, and I wanted to share that with you. Whether you're struggling with your mental health like I am, maybe feeling dissatisfied with your professional life, or lacking direction in your personal life, this can help you to regain some clarity. If you'd like to take this course, Designing the Life You Want, you can sign up for Skillshare risk-free using the link in my description box for a 1-month free trial. Skillshare is ad-free, launches new premium classes each week, and is expansive and flexible enough to fit any interest and lifestyle. You can take advantage of this 1-month free trial, but the offer is limited, so don't wait. The first 1,000 people to use the link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sharing this special offer with my viewers, for allowing us to easily explore new skills and interests, and for being a returning sponsor here on my channel and partnering with me on today's video. If you're wanting to know what I'm using to disinfect, for all of the surfaces I'm using my Method Antibac spray and letting that sit for 10 minutes. And then for all of the toys, I'm using these disinfecting wipes that I found at Aldi, and they claim to kill bacteria in just 15 seconds.
Love the way you make me feel good. Love the way you say my name, and how I wanna fill my whole world with you and no one else. And now our love will make us so much better. There will be no more lonely nights. Baby, if you let me try, I'll give you what you want. Here comes the down times when you go blind. You say that I'm just wasting my time. You say you're too hard to handle and full of doubts. Say that
I did intend to pull off all of the couch covers and throw them into the washer, and then also pull out our upholstery cleaner and deep clean the rest of the couch, but I actually started this video by throwing all of our pillow covers and throw blankets into the washing machine on the sanitize setting, and the sanitizing setting is actually a 2.5-hour cycle on our washing machine, and that was only about halfway through by the time that I got to the couch. So I actually didn't get to all of the deep cleaning of the couch on this day, but that's alright, it's still on my to-do list, and you will probably see that in a video coming up on my channel very soon. So if you are wanting some more deep cleaning and spring cleaning motivation, definitely make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that red subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future uploads, because that will definitely be coming up very soon.
this way, and how I wanna build my whole world with you and no one else. And how our love will make us so much better, and there will be no more lonely nights. Baby, if you let me try, I give you what you want. Girl, I'll take you when you go blind. You say that I'm just wasting my time. You say you're too hard to handle and full of doubts. Say that
I love to use this Aunt Fanny's carpet refresher to deep clean my carpets using only my vacuum cleaner. It is safe for children and pets, and it's really easy on my vacuum. It doesn't clog up the hoses or the filters, and I know some other carpet refreshers can do that. I ordered this off of the Grove Collaborative website, and I actually have a link down in my description box if you wanted to place your first order with Grove and try out some of my favorite products like this Aunt Fanny's carpet refresher. You can receive a free Mrs. Meyer's gift set with your first purchase when you use that link. Mrs. Meyer's just released all of their new spring scents, so if you are wanting to try out any of those for free, definitely check out my description box. There is a link for Grove down there that you can use to make your first purchase and get that free gift.
I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I I should ever let you go. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without you.
When I was done in the family room, I moved on into our kitchen, and I'm mostly going to be focused on our dining area and especially our pantry in today's video. There's just so much that needs to be cleaned in the kitchen as a whole that it can be very overwhelming and can also be its very own video. So I think that's what I'm going to do for my next spring cleaning video. Will be a full kitchen deep clean and decorate top to bottom. Just get everything scrubbed down, disinfected, and then also bring in all of our spring and Easter decor and set all of that up with you guys. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to be disinfecting our dining table and dining chairs, wiping down our empty mug racks that I still haven't decided if we are going to leave those up and add in all of our Starbucks Been There mugs, or if we are going to take them down and completely revamp the space. But in the meantime, they've just been empty and collecting dust. So I wiped those down, and then I'm moving on into our pantry. I'm going to empty that out, get all of the surfaces sprayed down, and let that sit to disinfect because it was in desperate need of a good deep cleaning.
Around your finger, tell me what you wanna do. I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know, 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 baby, without I wouldn't know what to. Baby,
Since I had all of our pantry items out in front of me, I did want to take advantage of that and just sort through everything, discard any stale or expired food, and also condense some of these products and containers to free up some space in the pantry. If you've seen any of my pantry or refrigerator restocking videos here on my channel, I do have a couple of those, and I try to do this every single time that I go grocery shopping, but I am human and sometimes I just get lazy, or I feel like I don't have enough time to dedicate to that, and so I'll go grocery shopping and then just come home and throw everything in there with no rhyme or reason. It's just on top of all of the old food that we had, and so that can lead to food waste or things going stale like what happened here. But whenever I have everything out like this, I do try to take advantage of that and just sort through everything and get the pantry back to more of an organized and manageable state. It feels like pushing a reset button, and it goes a long way in making our everyday routine a lot more manageable, but it also kind of eliminates clutter and eliminates the stress of that area, and so I always look for every opportunity to do that.
Control. So baby, put the record on. Baby, put the record on. Hit it. And I've been needing that crazy, and I gotta let it go. So baby, put the record on. I'm not gonna need that song. Hit Monday came and swept away all the fun of yesterdays, but I'm gonna hold it together. This ain't forever. Need a shot and then a beat, somewhere to let out some steam. I'm not the one to say never, never say never. Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired.
By this time, my washer was completely finished with its cycle and ready to be switched over into the dryer, but I had some clothes hanging out in there, and when I was taking those out, I noticed that our lint trap was kind of overflowing with an excessive amount of lint. I know that you are supposed to clean these out regularly, and I usually clean out the little captured contraption, but I don't really dig down in there like I was doing right now. I needed to use a hanger to kind of push it all up to the surface, and then I used the attachment on my vacuum cleaner to suck it all up, and that worked really well. It definitely went a long way in making my dryer more efficient in its cycle, and that was well worth the extra few seconds that it took. But once I was finished with that, I'm going to move on to folding these 3 loads of laundry that had been hanging out waiting for me for probably twice as many days.
Get up and let's face it, no need to erase it, 'cause memories make you strong. Breathe in and get going, breathe out and stop moaning. You gotta get out and try. 'Cause when you lose, you learn the bumps along the way, but you'll never run out of try. And when you lose, you learn the letting go of love will make you a better man. 'Cause life goes on for the lovers, yeah, life goes on. It goes on, yeah, life goes on. If you live it, yeah, life goes on. It goes on, yeah, life goes on. I know that it's hurting, but I know it's worth it to give it another shot. Through mess ups you're learning that life keeps on turning, so keep on spinning those wheels. 'Cause when you lose, you learn the bumps along the way, and you'll never run out of your ride. And when you lose, you learn the letting go of love will make you a better man. 'Cause life goes on.
I probably should have had a trigger warning here, but look at how nasty our dishwasher filter was. I pulled this out thinking, I don't remember the last time that I cleaned this thing, so I should probably go ahead and do that. I used to make it a routine to pull it out once a month and clean it, but if I'm being honest, I really can't remember the last time that I did it, and that definitely shows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that soaking in some really hot soapy water while I hand wash the rest of the dishes that couldn't go into the dishwasher, and then I will work on scrubbing that thing clean and getting it back into the dishwasher so that it can run a bit more efficiently and make sure that it's doing a good job at cleaning all of our dishes.
Yeah, life goes on. It goes on. Yeah, life goes on. If you live it, yeah, life goes on. It goes on. Yeah, life goes on. For the lovers, yeah, life goes on. It goes on. Yeah, life goes on. If you live it, yeah, life goes on. It goes on. Yeah, life goes on.
The last time that I was at Target, I saw this Scrub Daddy Power Paste, and I decided to pick it up and try it out on my stovetop. I have a lot of trouble keeping my electric stovetop clean, and so I wanted to try this out and see if it could do some more heavy-duty deep cleaning here. I know everybody loves to recommend the pink stuff, I think it's called, but I actually tried that out and hated it. It didn't work for me. But this stuff worked really well. Almost immediately the sponge became discolored, which was a little bit shocking because I thought that this was clean when I first started. So it just goes to show it really deep cleans and gets all of that unseen dirt and grime and all of those burnt on messes off. but needless to say, I was really impressed by it, so I decided to take it over to my sink and try cleaning the sink with it as well. I do routinely, like every single day, I scrub out my sink, usually at the end of the day, but there is some staining in there that I've never been able to completely clean, no matter what product that I tried. I've tried Barkeeper's Friend and the Mrs. Meyer's Cream Cleanser, and while they do a really good job of cleaning and shining the sink, they never removed those stains. I'm going to show you a close-up here of what exactly I'm talking about. You can especially see it around the drain and the drain stopper. But after seeing how well this worked on my cooktop, I decided to try it out over here as well. And you guys, I was shocked. This instantly became a new holy grail cleaning product for me, and I already know I will be repurchasing it time and time again. I am going to show you an after shot in just a minute, but it completely removed all of that staining that you saw there with pretty minimal effort. I didn't really have to give it any elbow grease or anything. I just let the Scrub Mommy and the paste do all of the work for me, and it turned out looking brand new. I did not originally intend to do any kind of decluttering or organizing in today's video, but I just could not help myself. I had some carrots that needed to be transferred into plastic baggies, and I could not find them even though I knew I had plenty. So that was a really clear indicator that I needed to take a few moments to declutter this drawer and get it reorganized. And I'm so glad that I took those few minutes because it made a world of difference in how functional this space was. Anyway, after that, I'm just going to quickly wipe down the appliances and then also vacuum the floors in the kitchen, and that is actually going to wrap up today's video. I will be back for a part 2 spring cleaning where I am going to deep clean the kitchen top to bottom, get all of the appliances scrubbed out, and just do all of that nasty but satisfying cleaning that we all put off until the spring season. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that it gave you a ton of cleaning motivation. Don't forget to check out my description box and sign up for your 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you so much to Skillshare for partnering with me on today's video. Thank you guys for choosing to spend your time with me. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next one.